Our headlines today. Police investigating the shooting of PC Sharon Vishnevsky in Bradford in 2005 extradite a man from Pakistan and charge him with her murder.
President Biden will address the Irish Parliament today as he continues his visit to the island of Ireland.
Good morning. We'll get the latest health check on the UK economy very shortly, with strong retail sales expected to boost monthly growth very slightly.
In sport, an historic gold for GB women. Success at the European Gymnastic Championships in Turkey with a first ever team gold for Great Britain's women.
The next step in space exploration as a satellite heads to Jupiter to find out whether life could exist on the solar system's largest planet.
In the UK today, starting with the fact that in England, doctors' leaders have asked the government to enter talks to end their dispute over pay. Thousands of NHS junior doctors are halfway through a 4-day strike. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak said he wanted to find a reasonable compromise and the right outcome for patients and taxpayers. Scotland's devolved government is to mount a legal challenge to the British government's decision to block its controversial gender recognition reforms. Holyrood's proposed law simplifies and speeds up the process for trans people to legally change their gender. The UK government says the reforms could affect the Equality Act and protection of women. A 74-year-old man has been extradited from Pakistan and charged with the murder of PC Sharon Vishnevsky, who was shot dead in Bradford in 2005. Piran Ditta Khan was arrested in Pakistan in 2020.
Thursday morning, let's have a look at the front pages for you this morning.
Several reporting that Prince Harry will be attending his father's coronation next month. The Telegraph claims Prince Harry's decision has pleased the King and has raised hopes that the pair will be on track for some form of reconciliation. Now, The Guardian reports that President Biden has pledged to invest $6 million if power sharing is restored at Stormont whilst visiting Northern Ireland on Wednesday.
Times reporting on the story we're just hearing about a moment ago, actually, with second homeowners could be forced to get planning permission before they can rent out their properties as holiday homes. Paper saying the Housing Secretary will announce the plans by the end of the year.
And BBC News Online is reporting that Britain's largest supermarket, Tesco, has cut the price of milk for the first time since May 2020. A 4-pint bottle will now cost £1.55 compared to £1.65. A single pint will cost 90p.
Front pages this morning. Now, The Guardian leads with Joe Biden's promise of $6 billion in US government funding. That's almost £5 billion to be given to Northern Ireland if power sharing at Stormont is restored. The story also features on the front of the eye there the headline, Biden appeals for Stormont breakthrough as US denies he is anti-British. The Times reports how British lives have been put at risk due to the leak of US intelligence around British special forces in Ukraine. Confirming Prince Harry's attendance at the coronation, the Mirror says the spare will be there. Harry's blink and you miss it coronation visit. That's the Daily Mail's front page. The Telegraph also covering the Duke's decision there, saying his appearance could spark hopes of a royal truce. Similarly, the King's relief that Harry will be there is a focal point of the Daily Express. Whereas the Sun then focuses more closely on the Duchess's absence. The King was there for you, the paper writes. So sad you can't make it for him. And the Metro hears that the broadcasting regulator, Ofcom, has received more than 1,000 complaints about the Channel 4 programme Naked Education, which airs before the 9 o'clock watershed and features full frontal nudity. The Financial Times says that the Bank of England Governor Andrew Bailey is considering reforming the Bank Deposits Insurance Guarantee Scheme, aimed at making sure smaller banks don't fail. And on a much different note, The Star tells us that the penguin excrement could help to save the planet. But there is a problem. There isn't enough of it. And if you want to see any of those front pages again or read the stories, just scan the QR code on your screen and that will take you straight to the press review on the Sky News website.